Well, hello man cavers, we are back with the van. We are going to get the old girl built back up. So, after doing core plug and cam belt, if you haven't seen that video, because this van actually froze up and pushed this core plug out, if you want to see how I changed that and did the cam belt, go watch the video before this, you'll see it. Right, there we go. Let's roll them credits, get this back together. Welcome to the man cave. Let the games begin. So, our timing belt cover has turned up from the grand land of Lithuania, and it's all complete around here, not broken off like it was. We can be getting this on. Fan belt tensioner. This van looks daunting, but believe me, it goes together quite quick. Quicker than you might think. So let's get you set up and we'll get on. So here we are guys. First thing we need, little impact gun. Check everything is alright in our belt, which it is. That's all nice and tight. Our timing mark, we've checked and double checked them. So let's get this cover back on. Ow, that's better, isn't it? Alright, let's get these bolts started. Straight in. Whoops, that easy, come on. Nope. What's going on here? We weren't in the hole. There we go. I'll do them two bottom ones up with the ratchet. Marvellous. Alright, that's got that cover on. Now we can be getting our bottom pulley back on. Here is our bottom pulley off our engine. So that don't seize up again, we're going to have a little bit of grease on it. There. Of course, this pulley was a bit of a swine to get off. So just grease them up before you put them on, guys. You can either use normal grease, you can use copper grease, whatever grease you want. Just lube that shaft up before you go in. Don't get this grease on that cam belt. Just put a little bit on the shaft. That's all you need. And then hopefully this will slide back on much easier. There we go, look at that. That's gone on there. An absolute treat. Let me just rub that lot away so it don't go on that belt. There we go. There you go. We can be getting our crank bolts in now. I just need to get my hands clean. There we go. There we go. Next we have our fan belt idler. Nice new one. Where it comes on here. There we go. She's going back together nicely. Next thing on is our drive clutch for our viscous span. Come on girl, get back in there. on. That alternator is right in my way. Where is he? This is a fiddly damn thing. That come off, that should go on. There we go. We didn't quite have her lined up right. Will that bolt go back in with that pipe in the way? Wow, look at that bugger. I remember now why I got it out with the bolts on. That would have been a lot easier if I'd have took that pipe off, you know. There you go, we're there. We're there. Alright, let me get them tightened down. Right, we are now ready to be getting our new fan belt on. Now then, I remember we've got to come over this one and under this one. So we've got to go over under. That's all we'll need to remember. So we'll come under this one, over this one, sorry. Come on. That's under, over, there we go. So we are over that one, over this one, over this one, and under this one. There we go, right. Oops, you saw that, didn't you? Right, here we go. So we've got to take some tension off this belt now, off this tensioner, so we can actually get this belt tensioned up. So I need a 15mm spanner, I believe. And we'll see if we can actually oh no, tension is on the bottom fin. Right, let me get this down here. So we need to come over, over. We're all on there. We're on there. Under, over. Right. So we need to now just push this tensioner down till we've got enough. I might have to do that with my other hand, look. I got a lot of mud about here, but I'll tell you why, because I flushed all the coolant system out this morning. So, bit of a nightmare. Let's get this tensioner right backed off. Come on, I can't get it enough. Cool. Jesus. Don't I love fan belt tensioners? Alright, that is basically as slack as that's going to go. Let's get that back on there. And try our best to get this belt back on. God, I hate fan belts. Why do they do them with such tight tolerances? Let me muddle all that and we'll get that belt on. Right, we've got that back on. What I had to do is I took this idler off, and then I sort of pulled the bolt out and held the idler pressed down while I did this, and then that allowed this pulley to drop down enough to get my bolt in. That's because you can't get them sort of over the angle, you know what I mean? But we're all located in our ribs. Back on. One thing, we need to get our viscous fan plugged back in. There you go. This should be the clutch for our viscous fan. There you go, she's in. There. I don't think there was any clips holding that. What went in this one? Oh, I think there was a cool vacuum hose went round the front here, I think. Yeah, this vacuum hose just pushes back on there. Clips in the back here. There we go. Right, well, looking good now. I suppose we've got to get the fan on now, haven't we? Right, let's get our fan back on, guys. Yeah. That was a whole bunch. That was a whole bunch of 10 mils. Or M6s, whatever you want to call it. So, let's get them back on. Once we get two in, the rest should go in nicely. There we go, we'll get all them buzzed in. These are all going in nicely. So if any of you guys are thinking of doing a cam belt on one of these vans, they aren't that bad. You know, they aren't that bad. I've never worked on one of these before. Quite straightforward, if I'm honest. Quite straightforward. I don't know as I'd like to do a lot of work on the bottom of the engine. There we go. Sorry, bottom back of the engine, but there you go. They don't look too bad. Let's just make sure these are all tight. I mean, there's 8 of the damn thing, so there's enough on there holding a little plastic fan on, isn't there? That one weren't tight, this is why you got to check them. There you go, they're all tight. Excellent. Now what are we on? There's our little pot what we had the bits in. We got the new idler on. I think we're now ready to put our coolant system back together. So get our radiator back in here. That'll be nice, isn't it? Alright, let me get the rad pack. Right, one thing I forgot. I think I plugged this in at the wrong time, look. Because I think from memory, this wiring harness come down into these clips, guys. I think. Where the hell did they? Oh, there we go. I think that wiring harness come into there. That did, look. Yeah. Yeah, that wiring harness went along the front there. And this just plugged in here. Where are we? There we go, that one plugging in underneath, look. There we are. There. Now we can get our get this wire tucked out of the way. There we go, that's right. Oh, we ain't tightened the bolt up there, look. See that? I missed a bolt there. Alright, that's got that bolt tightened up. Let's get this coolant system back in. And I've got a new Jubilee clip I'm putting on this bottom hose, because on the pressure test we had a leak on them bottom hoses, so they have both got replacement Jubilee clips. So let's get this lot dropped back in. You can see how easy it goes. What's going on here? There we go. There we go. Let's get him back in. There we go. One side in. Two sides in. Let's get our bottom hose on there. And we should be getting close. Come on. They've got some cables in the way. There we go. Alright. Let's get this bottom hose tightened up. There we go. That's that bottom hose rattled up. Now let me just get these hoses on, guys, and then we can be back, because we've got some deciphering to do to get these back in. This one comes back down here, look. There we go. Before I put that on, I'm going to run it back through these clips. We've got to clip these back in. Alright, she's looking pretty much back together now, guys. One last thing. Yeah. We better put the bullshit cover back on. There you go, don't that make the job altogether, that? Oh, that'll do. Putting engine covers on, guys. I know they're only superficial, but there you go. Always think an engine look complete when it's got its little cover back on. That does make them look just a little bit neater. Alright, I've got a wire and harness need to come back in a clip here, I notice. There we go, some little final checks. There we are. Alternator tight, all them tight, fan belt, cam belt good, intercooler hoses tight, bottom water hoses tight, little water hose tight. No more clips, nothing touching, fan is spinning freely without catching. You know, I think we're ready to get a battery on here and fire this old girl up so you can see her actually running. Right, one more thing we are going to do. Put a new air filter in. We're not going to bother putting that old one back in. Here's our new one. Alright, for a bad boy. Iveco did not mess around. Look at the size of this air filter, guys. She's a tool, isn't it? Look at that. But as they say, these vans are more of a scaled down lorry than they are a scaled up car. So when you compare these two Transits and Volkswagens and all the French stuff, these are that little bit more commercial. Where is the cover for the air filter? Probably in the shed. Oh, here we go, back with our air filter. Where are our little clippy bits? There they are. That's a headlight cover. They all go back on with the front panel. But for the minute we don't want them. There we go. 1, 2, 3. There we are. Air cleaner back on. Right, I think we're ready for the big start. We have our battery on. I did notice my earth battery terminal is not the best. The bolt what tighten it has rusted through, but I'm hoping that earth is going to hold on there well enough so we can go for a start. I'm going to have to put a new battery clamp on here because that one is really not good. Not good at all. So I think for now we're just going to give it a aftermarket battery clamp just to get us out of a muddle. There you go. Right, shall we see if the old girl fires up? This is the hair raising bit, because if you've cocked anything up in there, this is when you're going to find out. You could turn your key, that could run for 2 seconds, the belt come off, and we're totaled up. Oh, Adam, don't say that. We ain't got no water in, we'll do that in a minute. Alright, we've got all our ignition lights. There we go. Fired straight up. Excellent. I think now we can be getting some water in the old girl. I want to make sure she's around before I start putting water in. So let me go get some antifreeze. So here we are with our red antifreeze. We'll just shove half of this in there. Right, we've put this good half a gallon in there. Now we've got to fill it up with water. I just got some cheap bottled water from Cash and Carry. You shouldn't really use tap water, so you really got to use either bottled water or distilled water. Either are perfectly acceptable. expect that to take quite a few of these. Right down there now. Right, that's now starting to fill the expansion tank up. So I think our coolant system is. Yeah, we're now coming up towards the maximum mark. There we go. We're just about on the max mark there, guys. How many of them bottles will we use? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. 12 bottles, half a litre a bottle, that's 6 litres. Plus our antifreeze. We're having a look for leaks. None we can see. No, I think we're alright. Thank God there's nothing leaking out of our timing cover. I can feel this side, our top hose are starting to get warm already, so she's starting to get some heat. That water level is dropping a tiny bit, I expect that. So we just need to run the old girl now. We just need to run her now until just to get the antifreeze, just to get the water pump going. There she is. Oh, she's running absolutely lovely. Yes, she is. Let's get our heater blower on. That is starting to blow warm. Yep, that is starting to blow lukewarm after just a couple of seconds. Oh crikey, yeah, that is definitely warmer. So we got her on full heat. Not that that make a lot of difference anymore. That's a bit of an old wives' tale. Years ago it mattered, but nowadays it doesn't really. There we go. There. There's our Iveco Daily, look. We have the captain's seat spun round the other way. We're getting more ready for the conversion. We have onboard water tank here, look. The bed is already in. We have a cooker, fridge in. Some of the 12-volt electrics in. Van is looking really good. Half a tank of diesel. Temperature gauge is now coming off the full, off the red. Green, blue, sorry, no, coming off the blue. Temper's down the bottom there, look. Right, we're going to leave this video here a minute and we'll come back when she's up to temperature. See you in a minute, guys. Well, man cavers, she's now been running for about 45 minutes. We're still on the maximum mark. We have no leaks anywhere. So that's really good. I've been underneath and had a look. We have no leaks. Sweet as a nut. Temperature gauge sitting nicely just there. Heater's blowing nice and warm. Let's knock the fan on. Oh yes, that's toasty coming out of there. Excellent. So I think that's it. Our van is done. Just 4 bolts to put that front on. The only reason I'm not doing it today is I'll put a new indicator in there because the old one was cracked, so I bought a new one. And when I look at the other side, don't that look a nana? Don't that indicator look a nana compared to this bugger? So I've just had to order another new one for this side, because if not, that's got to come up the road winking at you. Because that's got to have a nice bright indicator that side and a dull old thing, because this one won't clean up. Plus I've just noticed there's a crack down here, and this one is actually scratched, which I didn't realise. There's a big scratch all the way along there. So we've ordered another indicator to go in there. They're cheap enough, so that'll brighten the whole front end up. Because look at it with a nice shiny indicator and that old dull one. So there we are. That's why the front end ain't back on. But we have no leaks, no overheating issue. She's running sweet as a bell. Water level staying right. Job done. Cam belt done. Water leak fixed. There you go. That is perfect. So I'm going to leave this video here, and we will see you guys next time. Ha ha!